Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a speed clean for you, which I have not done for a while, so I hope you're looking forward to watching this and getting some motivation. I'm just going to go around my house, put a few things back into place. It's got a little bit out of hand. I've also got a little helper helping me today. I'm trying out a new robot vacuum cleaner, so keep a lookout for that and see how it goes. So as always, I'm going to start in my bedroom. I always like to start at the top of the house and work my way down. This is just because if there's any pots or anything that needs to go into the kitchen to be washed, I take them down, and that's usually the last place that I finish as well. So I just find it much easier. I also really find it helps to start by tidying my bed, so making my bed if I haven't already in the morning. Usually I do try and do this in the morning because it literally takes less than a minute to do, and you just feel so much more accomplished. I remember listening to a quote from a guy that was in the army, I think he was a sergeant, and it always says to always make your bed, because if you don't accomplish anything for the rest of the day, at least you get into a freshly made bed. So I really like to start with that if I haven't done it already, and it just kind of helps me to tidy the rest of the room. Just feel like I can't do anything until that's done. So now I'm clearing off this side here, the top of the drawers. It's just become a bit of a dumping ground. This, believe it or not, is a few things left over from Christmas that I actually haven't put away yet. So I need to get rid of some boxes. I need to put things back into the place. I actually really do need to sort out these top two drawers because I haven't done them for a long time, and they're just getting a little bit too full. So I'm just going to go ahead and tidy up the side. Moving on to the ensuite now, I'm just putting things back into their place. Some things in here, like Ella's toothbrush, are going back into the main bathroom. I'm using this Method spray, which is gorgeous, really nice and fresh smelling in the bathroom because it's eucalyptus. So I'm just going to quickly go round and wipe down all the surfaces, and then I'm going to finish by doing the toilet. So whenever I'm cleaning, I always do everything else first and then finish with the toilet. And then that cleaning cloth can go in the wash. Moving on to Ella's bedroom, this generally is quite an easy room to tidy because she doesn't spend a huge amount of time in here, just really when she's sleeping at night. So I'm just going to go ahead and make her bed. I love this bedding, it's from Amazon. I'll try and leave a link in the description box below because people always ask me about this. And then I'm just going to clear off the sides and put a few things back into place. So here's the exciting part where I'm going to bring in my little friend. This is the Prosenic robot vacuum, and it's so cool. I've always wanted to try one of these, and I just think this is really good because this can be doing its job on the upstairs while I'm working on the downstairs. I'm just showing you here, you can choose different settings. This is the setting to go around the edges, edge clean, but I'm just going to put it on auto clean so it goes around the whole of the upstairs. You can of course set this to avoid certain areas. You get some little magnetic strips so that you can protect certain areas like dog bowls and things, but generally this is going to do a really good job of moving around your areas. So it's got a really good sensor. When it senses that it gets to the end, oh, here is just some rogue socks just there onto the bed. When it senses that it gets to a corner or an edge of the room, it just turns around itself and goes back the other way. It's also really good at multi-surfaces as well, so it transfers from hard surfaces to carpets really well. So I'm just going to pick up the rugs from around the top of the house so it can do its job, and there's no need to worry about it falling down the stairs because again it's got a really good sensor and knows not to go over the edge. So onto the living room, and again this is really just a case of putting things back into the right places. I think we're still even though it's February, we're still getting over Christmas and there's things everywhere. I really need to have a good sort out of Ella's toys so that we can make a bit more room. I did do a bit of a tidy up before Christmas itself, but you know, things just accumulate, don't they? So I'm just going to go ahead and give everywhere a bit of a tidy round and put her toys away and put things back into place.
Tell me why'd you have to go and drive me so crazy? Now I'm feeling lost without you, and I just can't be without you, baby. Want you all night long, want you all.
So while I move on to the kitchen, I'm just going to bring Robert, as I've named him, Robert the robot, downstairs so he can start doing his job in the living room. My goodness, this room is such a mess. There are pots everywhere. There is things on the table. I don't know why the table seems to be such a magnet for just all things. I think it's because we use the back door mainly. Things just get dumped on there, and because of Ella, she was constantly demanding my attention. I don't know, things just get left on there for a little while. So I'm just going to go ahead and load up the dishwasher with things that can go in there, and then I'm also going to hand wash any of the rest of the pots which don't go into the dishwasher. So for the hand washing, I'm just going to use a washing up bowl with some fairy liquid. This is the platinum one, which I absolutely love. I'm not actually going to dry the pots today or at this present time because I am in a little bit of a time crunch, so I do actually have to go and pick up Ella. So I'm just going to hand wash them and leave them to dry, and I will be putting them away later. So I'm just going to continue by clearing the sides. I'm also going to spray it down with the Method Wild Rhubarb spray, which I absolutely love. I've used it for such a long time because I just love the smell of it. That you understand, you're the one who gives my life color. And then these things which I'm just about to show you here are oven liners and fridge liners, and the fat control thing for your grill tray, which I will be putting in their places soon. And now onto the absolute clutter magnet. So I'm just going to put all the coats away back into the coat cupboard. Again, I don't know why we put these on the backs of the chairs. It's just laziness really, I guess. Then I'm going to go through some of the mail that I have and take off any addresses so that they can be shredded, and then I'm going to recycle any of the paper. So I'm just going to gradually go through and put things back into their places. There's also like frying pans and different things of Ella's toys which need to go back into her play kitchen and into some of the cupboards.
Sometimes I wonder where you came from. You are special, yeah, you're special. Everything.
So now onto the sideboard area and where Ella's little table is. Again, there's a few things here that need to just be put away. This basket that I'm putting things in now is generally her arts and crafts basket. So I like to have that on hand, and she likes to dive in it and just pull things out. And she'll sit at her little table. Usually I actually tend to pull that table out while she's playing on it. And then a few bits on the side that I need to put away as well as the pressure cooker which lives in this cupboard. I actually picked up a few things from Home Bargains for Easter as well. Let me know if you want to see a little mini haul for this. So I wanted to show you quickly how you actually get the lint out of this robot vacuum. I was so surprised at the amount of dirt that came out of this. I thought it wasn't going to pick up much, but just look at that. That's quite amazing, really. Now onto the second kitchen, which I have to keep clean and tidy, which is Ella's kitchen. And in here I found Play-Doh. Luckily it was in this little pan so it didn't dry up, but yeah, it's amazing what you can find when you live with toddlers. And that is the clean kitchen, apart from the pots that I need to finish drying just later. But now I can rest knowing that the house is a little bit more tidier while I go and pick my little girl up. And I'm just going to put Robert back in his home. So all you have to do is click a button and he finds his way home and loads onto this docking station. And he's been an absolutely fabulous help today. I'll leave a link in the description box below if you want to go and check this out. But thank you for being my little helper, Robert, today. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you again next time. Bye.